Hey everybody, it is Sunday, December 13th. Whew. So here we are, and I got a lot of comments on my overwhelm yesterday, so I see a lot of you were just checking in for those few minutes, so that's great. So I figured, well, I'll do a Sunday one too, and I hope that you got a lot done. Yesterday I began wrapping. There's always some anxiety about it until I pull that first piece of tape. I have a little Santa's workshop in the basement. Not that I'm wrapping a lot, but I did get Greg's son's girlfriend a bunch of stuff from Old Navy, so there was a lot of wrapping with that. But anyway, it went fine, and I was lucky. I just happened to, I got a TV there because my treadmill's there. And I just turned it on, and there's a PBS special with Daniel Amen. He's the brain guy, Amen. Amen is what I say to him. And he was doing the psychiatrist couch or something like that. And it was a lot of relating to the high-fat, low-carb food choices. And it was great. And how it nurtures your brain. And so I took a minute, and I went into the guide, and if you've got Comcast, you can go along and see what else is coming up. It's Pledge Week or month or day or whatever. So Dr. Perlmutter's going to be on, so I hit record. And Dr. William Davis, the Wheat Belly guy, his Total Health, which is his second book, he's going to be doing an hour and a half, so I pressed record. So I am so excited because I love to watch those things in my guilty pleasure time. Greg certainly doesn't want to watch them with me. So it's just nice to line up some things in my little stash of time, especially if I'm going to be wrapping some stuff down there. I can do it. So I am so wicked excited because it's like a podcast. I hear stuff. Like right now I'm reading Dr. Davis's Wheat Belly Total Health, his next book out. And by the time he got to this one, he's about no grains, not just no wheat. But of course the details of the chemicals and hormones and what it does and all that, it's best if I hear it. And it's best if I hear it over and over again. Because I don't know about you guys, but I kind of find myself almost nodding off as I read about amylopectins and things like that. And although those things are fascinating and I believe them and I want to know them, but reading them, I'm just not absorbing them like I am when I'm doing my wonderful morning walk in the dark and listening to him. So anyway, that's kind of fun. That was like a little bonus. Thank you, Santa. That's a nice thing to have. But I do admit I did start off with about 15 minutes of bad Santa, and I'm sorry, but there is just some parts of Billy Bob Thornton's sense of humor that just tickle me. Some of his, oh my God, what he was saying to kids, it's just so horrible. It was so funny. So that's the sort of, I guess I'm not into the Lifetime Christmas movies. I'm more into the bad Santa ones. Forgive me. But all of a sudden, in part of that, before I found Daniel Amen, MD, which I'm sorry, I would have tuned him in right away. Oh no, actually it went the other way. His show was over, and so I found Bad Santa. And so in the few minutes that I was watching Bad Santa, it got to where Billy Bob was getting his new job at a new store, and John Ritter was the like the manager of the store. I miss him. I loved his humor. He was just such a cool guy. And then look at Suzanne Summers, how much work she's done around food and toxic things and everything else. It's just kind of funny 20, 30, 40 years later to see how it works out. And so anyway, it was a fun little brief, my idea of Christmas sort of thing. And so I stayed away from the stores, and I just stayed home and was able to read, able to wrap. And it's kind of nice. I guess I'm still a loner at Christmas, but I was making my list and checking it twice of the things, and I make this kale soup, and I guess it's become one of my signature dishes. And I'm just not into appetizers and stuff like that because I don't eat them because I learned that I can't have them because that's an eating standing up social thing. And before you know it, I've had 4,000 calories. So that was part of my overeaters aha moments about my eating habits when not being abstinent. And so I realized that I make this signature kale soup, and if you're not familiar with it, it's a spicy Portuguese, very thick sort of stew. And there's basically just 4 ingredients in it. And so I brought it to Greg's family's Christmas, and they loved it. And so the expectation is, of course, I'll have to bring it again today. And people were even asking if there were containers to bring it home, and I brought probably 3 gallons. So I can see that that's coming up. So all of a sudden I went, oh, I got to do that. So, the stuff that comes to you that you have to remember. So I guess I'm about the food this Christmas and not about the gift so much. So I'm going to have fun with that. And I'm working all day Christmas at the shelter. So that takes care of that. It's a 10-hour shift. And, I volunteered. My kids come Christmas Eve, and then the family Christmas is the following Sunday. Greg's family, off Cape, about 50 people. So it'll be fun. There'll be a grab. I'm going to suggest Greg get lottery tickets. They're always a good bartering thing. So that is that. And then I watched Weight Watcher Girl 1, her video on, I guess she taped it before the Smart Points rolled out, but it ends up it was a low-carb day. And your homework assignment, without me editorializing about it, is to watch it and tell me what you think about the food choices. I just will say that green vegetables were not present in the abundant serving sizes that I have. And anyway, it was just interesting, the interesting choices. It was not a high-fat, low-carb day of food. It was a very low-carb day of food. So give it a watch. I was starving after I watched it. I was wondering how somebody could go from lunch to dinner. So I guess I'm used to huger portions and the fat satisfying me more. But anyway, give it a watch. And haven't seen her for months. The 2 videos that she's done in the last few months are merely food, her taping some foods. One was like a dessert, I think, a couple of months ago. And then there was this. So it will be, I am curious. And I do admit that I love watching her videos, and she does a really great job with them. And she's much better at instructing how to make something than I could ever be. And she can splice together breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a way that I haven't learned yet, and I can't find a 6-year-old to teach me. So anyway, so she's back up there. In case you didn't know it, somebody put it in one of the comments on my Facebook channel. Also, one of my tribe members had a name of her YouTube and her Facebook, and decided to change her name. And you can change your name on YouTube. And I would definitely go to Pearls of Wisdom and Food if I knew how to change my name on YouTube. So if any of you know how to do that, if it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and in quotes, even a 65-year-old could do it, let me know. So it's Sunday. It's maddening. I go to work for 10 hours, so I'm out of the fray, out of the malls, away from all of the action. But have a wonderful, glorious day in whatever it is that you do. Be careful with your food. It is everywhere. Even the recipes that are streaming through my Yahoo account are still filled with all kinds of ways to eat lots of things. But fortunately, with almond meal flour and coconut flour, I am seeing lots of recipes that I'm printing. Will I get to them? Who knows? But I'm printing them. So, and I've got the flours and I got the other ingredients, so here we go. Anyway, have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate it all the time. So if anybody knows the YouTube name change thing, that would be great. Watch the Weight Watcher Girl 1. Let me know what you think. And have a glorious day. This has been Sarah. Bye-bye for now.